Hey there, this is my Gor BY-4 review and it's time to get a new horn. So starting off, we'll take a quick look through the truck setup and arrangements, starting with the engine. So for the engine, I have chosen the KR Custom 160 engine, granting a power to weight ratio of S+. Following this, you can select either the Freeway or the Snowrunner gearbox for your needs, though I do recommend more so the Freeway gearbox. This rounds off the remaining stats as B- for durability and S for fuel consumption rates. The Gor BY-4 is a tiny scout decorated out to be a racer or rock crawler, but if you do want to go with the rock crawler approach, maybe don't go for the top engine as you won't maintain much control when you're flying over rocks. You will definitely want to use one of the lift kits available because ground clearance is a problem for such a small vehicle, so goodness knows why they let this thing tow trailers as it's fairly painful, so just don't bother. The snorkel you can equip is mounted nice and high at the rear and below the roofline, extending up from the boot at the back, as this vehicle is a rear-mounted engine. Both all-wheel drive and diff lock are on a toggle, meaning more variable fuel consumption, though with the spare 40 litres in the roof rack, you won't be having fuel issues and you can drive for a long time. The mud tyres are the standard ones available for scouts and they aren't amazing, especially if it's deep or wet mud, so stick to grass where possible, and the tyres that the truck actually comes with are the better options. With all-wheel drive on, which is likely, you'll be consuming anything between 1.5 and 3.4 litres per minute when driving in auto. But in high gear, it's more like 1.5 to 2.5 litres per minute, but it can be tricky to keep the speed up as the wheel spin can be a bit of a problem for the truck. Given its small size, it can be used for advanced scouting in new areas, especially if you prefer to head to watchtowers as the crow flies, as this truck is small and can fit between most trees where other vehicles would be easily blocked off. This vehicle is from Phase 7, which is set in North America, however both vehicles from this update are from Eurasia, so why wasn't a larger racing truck or a racing pickup added, more akin to something seen at like the Dakar Rally? There is a massive difference between this vehicle's top two engines. The most powerful one is located in a moor in the Northern Aegis installation map, which is a pain to get to. Luckily, this engine is supported by a lot of other scouts and not just this one, but don't go all that way just to boost this vehicle. Yeah, the top speed in auto is improved, but the high range remains mediocre at best. Regardless of the speed boost from the engine though, the truck's handling can be a little strange. It'll wibble and wobble when you're driving along so much that you're constantly counter-steering, and this is definitely more exaggerated by having the more powerful engine, so that is something to be aware of. And the downside of the second best engine is that it is actually just weak sauce. So to summarize, the pros of this truck include: it is easy to unlock, it has a really good snorkel position, and it's rear engine mounted, so crashing head on doesn't damage the engine. And the cons include low clearance, so avoid trailers. Top engine upgrade is in a different DLC pack, no all-wheel drive or diff lock always on, and it's tough to control at speed. I mean, it's an okay vehicle. I'm hardly blown away by it. I feel like the developers missed the mark on what they could have included in Phase 7 as a racing scout truck. The spare supplies really don't seem to impact the performance too much, which is nice, but overall it's a 6 out of 10 from me. A little bit taller and with some bigger wheels, and it could have been ideal in truth. Anyway, I want to thank you very much for watching. If you want to see how to unlock this truck, then click the video on screen now, and if you found this video useful, then please let me know down below and have a great day.